Yo, it's me, Doncho. Welcome back to the Hideout, you guys, and I'm so glad you guys can make it. And as you guys know, we're talking about Jujutsu Kaisen chapter 141, The Front of the Back. That's a really interesting title, and if anyone read number 9, the one-shot from Gege Akutami about Nines, the main character of that one-shot, there's the concept of there being a back. The back of the Yakuza, the back of the world, which kind of plays like they talk about cursed energy in that one shot, where there is these things only certain people can see and do in the back side of the world type deal. So it's kind of interesting that Gege Akutami used that type of title. I wonder if that was properly translated or not, because that's really cool. And I wonder if that was like some type of play could be coming on with that, because we keep talking about Nines coming in, but that's a whole other type of topic. Okay, we can talk about that some more another time in the comment section. Let me know how you guys feel about that. But like I said, we're talking about chapter 141. This one is crazy. The Yuta versus Yuji is continuing. It's hit its climax, I think. Rika's back. Sukuna's about to awaken. Choso's getting beat up. But there's a lot of stuff going on. But before we get into the content of the chapter, like I always say, if you like this content from me, please make sure you hit the like button, the subscribe button, so you don't miss anything else. And any comments you guys want to add, make sure you do that down below, okay? And if you want to support me at Patreon, shout out to Davo, Roshi, and Morning Rain, our first 3 Patreons, okay? Or patrons, I apologize. You guys can follow them. Hit us below in the description box as well for the Patreon link, or coffee if you want to do some freelance donations. But before we get into the rest of it, intro. Alright, so let's just get to the nitty gritty of it, okay? We start off this chapter and the Yuta versus Yuji is continuing. They are doing their thing, they are getting to work. I love Akutami's scenery drawing, and I just love how Akutami's drawing the cars into the scenes of them fighting, and Yuji's hopping from, like, it looks like the little lamb to the to the Hummer, and so he jumps from the Lambo to the Hummer, but then when he slides in the Hummer, he sees the survival knife, and so he's sliding under and he grabs it. And it's just, even before he even does that, him just running away from Yuta and him just being like, okay, I have to like try to get some distance, watch out for this dude's sword. You know what I'm saying? This guy's blade is really powerful. Yuji basically thinking about him fighting the inverse dude back when he was with Megumi in Shibuya incident, and him thinking to himself, I'm not scared of blades as long as I have myself covered with cursed energy. But if I think about it like that with this guy, this is not going to turn out that well. This guy's pretty dangerous. He's not the regular type of opponent. That might work against me, which I'm glad that Yuji, his critical thinking skills with battle is getting better and better. So he's realizing, okay, I might be able to do that against a regular Jujutsu sorcerer out here, but this Yuta guy is nobody to play with. Let me not act like I'm out here, you know what I'm saying? I could do the impossible, I could do whatever. Clearly, I need to move differently. So that's what causes him to hop from the Lamb into the Hummer, and then he slides, and then he sees the survival knife, and he grabs it all in one go. Yuta doesn't even see him grab it, then he rushes at him, and then he attacks, and then, you know what I'm saying? Yuji's there to block and protect or whatever, and they have that nice little mini clash, and then Yuta's sitting there thinking to himself, like, where did he pull this knife out from? And he's like, oh yeah, he probably hopped out that 4-wheel right there and grabbed him a survival knife. Okay, cool, whatever, makes sense. So clearly Gege's playing on the whole, you people in Hummers are always carrying knives and y'all are always prepared for the end of days. Well, clearly whoever that dude was, he wasn't prepared for end of days and left his survival knife in the car. So maybe a curse already fucked him up. Who knows? But continuing with their fight, the cool parallel that I seen that I think is really awesome that Akutami did there was Yuji thinking about Gojo, telling him how to basically imbue cursed energy into the knife. It was a nice parallel until we get the prequel. Like in the prequel, when we see that Yuta was given that same information by Gojo when he was sitting there showing him how to put this energy into the katana. Okay, I wonder if that's the same katana that he has currently is the same as from the prequel. That would be really cool, and Yuji's the one to break it. You know, that'd be awesome, but I doubt that it's the same one, but it could be. But continuing on, it is really cool to me that we got that type of parallel of Gojo trying to explain to Yuji at some point, Slaughter Demon is for emergencies, for you using because you need a cursed tool to do something because you can't use cursed techniques and cursed energy yet like that, or you know, it's not as powerful yet. But now at that moment where Yuji was thinking back, he's thinking back with Gojo telling him, you can't not treat curse energy control as important. I hope I worded that right, didn't confuse anyone. But basically what he's saying is that you can't act like controlling the flow of your curse energy, being able to imbue it into items and stuff like that, that is not important. So he basically was trying to let him know, like, eventually you're gonna have to know how to do this. And so Yuji having that dialogue, knowing that, tries to do it fighting Yuta to keep up with him, but it doesn't necessarily work. And he says to himself, I haven't learned this. Like, I'm trying, but I haven't learned it, which is a really cool thing of like not automatically giving him the ability to do something we've never seen Yuji do before just because of a flashback. You know, he got that little mini flashback quickly of Gojo explaining that to him remembering it, but it didn't automatically work. It didn't instantly like, okay, yeah, now I'm perfect at imbuing my curse energy into a knife and I can go against Yuta in his sword play. That's not going to happen. And Yuta basically shows that. Yuta slices this kid and then the knife breaks and he gets a good slash through him, but it wasn't deep. It wasn't a real deep slash. We get that later little mini monologue within Yuji's head of him saying, okay, my guts are still intact. I'm still good. I can keep fighting. But I find it really cool that when he did get stabbed like that, Yuji quickly kicked his foot down into the sword to keep the sword down, and then with his other foot kicked the katana to break it. Awesome idea, Yuji. I absolutely loved it. And I may be getting a little too ahead of myself. Before he even does that, we get Yuta saying, you're too focused on my katana. For Yuta to say he was done talking last chapter after he gave his little explanation of his powers versus Gojo's powers, for him to still be talking this chapter, it kind of just has me feeling like, am I right here to where Yuta isn't as hostile as I feel like he would be? I feel like even if he does feel somewhat remorseful for Yuji and feels somewhat bad that he's going to have to kill Yuji, I feel like he would have said that to him if that's really how he feels. Even in that moment where he breaks it and then Yuta goes, he broke it. Well, of course, he is Gojo Sensei's pupil. I'm not surprised. This wasn't going to be easy. You know, he just says that out loud, like, not the Gojo part, but says that I knew this wasn't going to be easy, just says that out loud. It's nonchalant, but it doesn't feel the type of nonchalant that I'm used to where you can tell, oh, he's just being nonchalant. I can't really tell with Yuta right now, and maybe you guys can tell better than me. It feels like he is playing a game, you know, like he is playing this, I'm showing you some things, but I have to make it look like I'm trying to kill you because I'm low-key being watched, but I'm trying to help you out at the same time, low-key, Yuji. I don't know. People going, how can you think like that? He just stabbed him. He didn't even stab him in the heart. He stabbed him in the chest. Weird, right? Why wouldn't you go for a hard stab? He went for a chest stab, something that can easily be healed with reverse curse technique. Now, who knows? He could have said sorry, stabbed him in the chest, and maybe something's going to happen with Yuta's ability with Rika and they're going to finish it. But I doubt that because Rika's holding Yuji while Yuta gets to stab him. So at first I'm thinking Yuta has to stab him and then Rika will come out. I'm thinking that's how it was going to go based on how we seen him interact in the beginning of the post Shibuya events when he comes back and stabs that curse and saves that little kid. But Rika popped out without that even happening. And did Rika pop out on her own? Or did Yuta, say pop out and then Rika goes, what's going on here? And then he goes, oh, we're just playing around. Or did Rika pop out? Because Rika's like, wait a minute, I'm noticing Yuta getting a little serious. What's happening here? And then Yuta's all like, wait, Rika, we were just playing around. All good. If he's intent on killing Yuji Itadori, why did he say to Rika, we're just playing around? If Rika was grabbing Yuji to hold him because Rika felt like he was going to attack Yuta, and that made Rika go, what is going on here? Why didn't he just say, yeah, I'm here to kill this kid, hold him down so I can finish him? He says, we're just playing around. Now, is that just him feeding into the whole aesthetic of Rika technically being a little girl as a vengeful spirit thing? Some people think it's not even the same Rika. I don't know about that one, you guys, because Akutami could have easily just changed the Rika design to match current and just make Rika look flyer. That could easily just be what it is. I don't want to go to it's a whole different Rika. I don't believe that Yuta will call someone else who's not really Rika. I don't believe in that. But continuing on, I don't see why he would use that word choice that we're playing around and then stabbing Yuji, then saying sorry, Itadori. What are you saying sorry about? Part of me thinks maybe he's not even really trying to kill Yuji. Maybe he's trying to get to Sukuna somehow. But let's go back to Yuji's perspective, being grabbed by Rika. and him getting complete chills by her grabbing his face, holding him down, and you see him go, he's like, what the hell is this? This is a Shikigami? No, this is not a Shikigami. He's like, I can't move, it's too strong. Like, he's freaking out and he's trying to move, but he can't move. He can't get it done. It's not happening. And that shows you that, okay, so Rika alone could have came out and held Yuji down from jump. Why didn't Yuta just do that? Why did he do all of this crashing down, flexing himself, fighting with the katana straightforward? Was he saving Rika? I mean, he knows this kid is Sukuna's vessel. You would think you going naturally in like, let me get Rika out, let me take this guy out, this is Sukuna's vessel, I can't play games. That's not what happened. He was just scrapping him, giving him explanations about Gojo, explaining how his own powers worked, saying how he's like Maki. Either Yuta is just still the empathetic Yuta we know, but he still feels like he has to do what he has to do, which is why he's doing this, or he could really still be playing this double agent thing, but doing it so sly, doing it so slick, kind of opposite of how Gojo is, right? Gojo being boldly opposite. Boldly, I'm not doing it that way. Boldly, oh, y'all want to go against this kid? Well, I'm gonna be going against y'all. Boldly, oh, this is the idea that y'all have? Well, I want to go against that. Boldly saying in front of Ijichi, oh man, I could probably just kill all of these higher ups. I should just kill all of them. Just saying that in front of Ijichi. Like, Ijichi can go and easily say back to the higher ups, Gojo mentioned killing all of you. He can easily go do that. But Gojo said those things boldly, out loud, like, yo, this is what I'm on, this is what I'm about. So Yuta could be taking the opposite approach. Gojo could have set up Yuta maybe, or even Yuta himself is setting himself up this way to be more, okay, I'm gonna act like the elders have me under their thumb, but I have to place the pieces all in the right areas and do the right things at the right time. We'll have to see. But let's get to the rest of the chapter, right? Then we have Sukuna go, then he gets up as if he's acting like he's about to get up and get active, right? But then he stops. He then smiles. That's Megumi. He made that noise because he's like, this stupid kid about to get off. And then Megumi got in the vicinity and he felt his energy, like how he felt his energy against General Maharaga, and then goes, ah, he's here. And that is, I know it's Megumi. Like, I know y'all are probably like, it might not be Megumi, bro. It's Megumi. Megumi is here now. Megumi is now here, and Sukuna might have to activate and chain to get Yuji out this bind. And if he does activate and chain, he can't harm anyone. So in that 1 minute, he might get out the move, get out Rika, get Yuta out the way, grab Megumi really quickly, who probably arrives, distracting Naoya from killing Choso, finishing him off next chapter. Then he snags him and then gets out of there. And then even Naoya can't keep up to where they're going because one is Sukuna, two, his presence alone might send chills through everyone's spine, and then he dips out. The only one I can see probably going, oh no, I can't let y'all do that, is Yuta. And I can see Yuta going, oh no, because he has the strength and not to feel so taken aback by Sukuna's strength and then go, okay, let me get at you. Let me get at you niggas. Let me follow. Let me go. Let me see what they doing. And maybe he might not even be able to keep up. We'll see. I'm just throwing it out there, but I am 100% sure that is Megumi showing up. I am 100% sure Megumi showing up. And then at the end of the chapter, we have Naoya, rightfully so, whooping Choso's ass. And I kept telling y'all Choso need to be getting beat up right now. And he's straight up like, yo, you're tough, who are you? And we get confirmation that he has Nobito's ability. Naoya has Nobito's ability. So that whole rant that Nobito went in the beginning, talking about the kids and that it's 4K and the 60 FPS, he's talking about Naoya. And now that we've seen such a cool ability from Nobito when he's dead, that ability can continue with Naoya. I wanted to see more of that ability. So I'm glad that ability is here, and Naoya is the one that takes on the mantle and is now fighting against Choso. And Choso running his mouth though. Choso running his mouth. He talking about, I'm the oldest of 10 siblings, and there's only 9 cursed wombs, okay? So he's including Yuji in the 10. That's actually really, really cool that he did that. But I still think now he's about to give him these hands. Because Choso straight up said that he's moving so fast that he can't even control blood outside his body. So now his arsenal is reduced to flowing red scale. So all Choso can really do is dopamine himself up, you know what I'm saying? Dope himself up and get into the scraps. I said dopamine, it's just really doping. He just dopes himself up, and then now all you could do is do that in hand-to-hand combat. I don't know if that's gonna really last. Oh, you might do this, man, some type dirty. I don't know if that one gonna last, G. I don't know. Now you might wrap this one up because now you don't feel no pressure. Choso said it. Choso said he's overwhelming me so bad, there's no reason for him to disclose his technique so that it works better. There's no reason because he's already overwhelming him so bad. I don't know, y'all. This might be it for Choso. Next Friday, he might debut to get killed next Sunday. That's crazy. That's crazy. But we'll see. I'm excited. 141. I'm just ready for everything that Akutami has in store. I hope Megumi pops up next chat. I'm pretty sure he will. But as I always say, it is me, Doncho. Thank you guys so much for coming back to the Hideout. If you guys like this content, please hit that like button. If you want more from me, please hit that subscribe button and hit the comment section below and let me know what else you want me to do. What else you want me to say? What did you like about the video? What did you dislike? Is there something I missed? I love hearing all of that from you guys, okay? I love the interaction the channel has been getting, and we're almost at our 2K goal for this month. 10K goal for the year. So thank you everyone for the support. It is me, Doncho. Peace.